Live from the WACH Fox studios, this is Good Day Columbia, starting your day the local way, right now.
Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. We're live in Camden this morning, and as you can see, the hashtag Watch This guy, Joe Pollock, has decided he's not going to work anymore. He's having too much fun hanging out with Bug and Jesse. So much fun. I have to say, though, a little nerve-wracking being on a horse without a saddle. I've done that before, but it's been a long time. It was kind of nice. My feet could touch the ground. My feet never touch the ground. When you're 5'1", your feet never touch the ground doing anything. We're having a lot of fun out here. Good Day Columbia is live in your town, spending our morning in Camden. We do want to make sure that you are ready to start your day, though, as well. We've got your headlines and your weather as well. So we're going to check back in the studio with meteorologist Lauren Oleski and Friendy Clairvaux. Hey, guys, how you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning,
Britt.
Yes, we are having a good time. You know, before we get to our headlines, really quick, the weather.
Yeah, we're starting off with some clouds right now. It's gonna be a little humid. I know Friendy's, he's not a humid guy, but we should get some sun later today. But let's take a look right now at your SkyWatch Doppler radar. You can see we've got some clouds to start the day for us. This is very similar to yesterday. We actually, in fact, could even see a shower today, just a little passing rain chance across the region. We're going to talk more about it coming up in my next update.
All right, Lauren, thanks. Well, this morning it's a first for the Columbia Police Department. Chief Skip Holbrook released the results of a 2014 Internal Affairs report. He says it's all about working to build a relationship between police and the community. It's the first detailed report of its kind published by the Columbia Police. It has been made to the public. The report gives a complete overview of the department's internal affairs activities. It shows more than 7,000 arrests were made in 2014 with no deaths in custody. You know, it's unfortunate that we have to mention something like this again. Another child, this time a newborn, was found with drugs in their system. The child's mother has been arrested, though. Authorities say 24-year-old Ariana McKay admitted to smoking marijuana before she had her baby last month. Both her and her newborn tested positive for marijuana. Right now, she's being charged with unlawful neglect of a child. To a developing story we've been following all morning long, a Berkeley County deputy right now is in critical but stable condition. He was shot several times outside of a gas station last night. The deputy's name is Will Rogers, and he's been in surgery all night through the morning. His picture here is courtesy of our sister station WCIV. Rogers has been a law enforcement agent for the past 25 years. Investigators say the shooting happened while Rogers was talking to a customer at an Exxon gas station. Someone wearing a mask came from behind the store and shot him several times. That shooter is also accused of stealing someone's car. That stolen car has been found, but still no sign of the shooter. Authorities say it's pretty difficult because the shooter was wearing a mask. Once we have more information, we'll let you know. Columbia police say they know who shot a Spring Valley High School math teacher. Authorities believe Christopher Kent is their guy. Investigators say he's the one who shot that teacher Wednesday morning. The shooting happened while Kent was trying to steal that teacher's car. Well, it turns out that stolen car was found last night at the Shannon Crossing Apartments off South Beltline Boulevard. If you know where the suspect is, call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. Well, right now, there's a new board of trustees in place at SC State. The so-called Fix-It Board was formed after a move by Governor Nikki Haley. Here they are. Charles Way, on your left, was the state's former Commerce Secretary and one-time AT&T Vice President. James Clark, to your right, previously served on the board at Benedict College. Here are the other board members. Retired professor and Clemson Vice President Doris Helms. She's the only woman on the board. She and Charleston attorney Jeff Van Zini were appointed Wednesday. Retired investment banker Milton Irvin, Charleston entrepreneur Steve Swanson, and Pittsburgh Steelers star Donnie Shell are also on that board. Shell actually graduated from SC State years ago. Well, this new panel still hasn't set a date for its first meeting. That temporary board, that temporary board will serve until 2018. The governor signed a law last week removing the old trustees after lawmakers approved the plan to remove them from power. SC State is projected to be $23 million in debt by the end of next month. Well, new details now after a state representative abruptly resigned from office. Nelson Hardwick stepped down Wednesday after a complaint investigated by House Speaker Jay Lucas. Documents show he was under investigation for sexual harassment. Hardwick said he was quitting because he wanted to focus on his health. His attorney says the allegations are false. Well, the fight for equality for the LGBT community could be running into a roadblock in South Carolina. The issue was debated for hours at the State House yesterday. South Carolina is one of more than 24 states where someone can be fired because of their sexuality. Well, some say the law already protects them, but others say, no way.
This legislation is not needed. We have equal rights under the law.
People have said that the protection is there. It's not.
Testimony, the House subcommittee ended without advancing the bill to the full committee. With just 2 weeks left in the legislative session, it's likely we won't hear about this again until January. Well, speaking of the State House, coming up next week, a town hall on the controversial gas tax. That's the tax that lawmakers are thinking about because of how messed up our roads are. An open forum discussion is set for May 21st at 7 o'clock. You can tune in to that town hall on air or online at WACH.com. You can also submit any questions via social media using the hashtag #YourVoiceYourFuture. Well, turning now to more devastating news out of Nepal. Rescuers there found 3 bodies near a crashed U.S. Marine chopper. Authorities say bodies were found near the burnt wreckage site on the slopes of a mountain east of Kathmandu. The Pentagon says that the UH-1 Huey helicopter had 6 U.S. Marines and 2 Nepal service members on board when it lost contact Tuesday. You remember Tuesday was when Nepal was hit with another earthquake. This helicopter was assisting with disaster relief after a first earthquake struck on April 25th. Now that one killed thousands. Radio transmissions indicated its crew was having some type of fuel problem before it went missing.
Live from the Skywatch Weather Center is Lauren Oleski with your weather forecast.
A mostly cloudy sky to get us started this morning, but I do think we're going to be seeing some more sunshine later today. Temperatures across the southeast, some areas beginning to warm up. Orlando, Florida at 77, 72 in Music City, Nashville right now. Hot Atlanta at 68, 72 degrees in Montgomery. Jackson, Mississippi is at 70. It's 63 up in Charlotte right now. This setup that we've got going on today, high pressure up to our northeast. We've got this next system well out to our northwest. That's not going to get here until about Monday and Tuesday. So until it gets here, we're going to see an increase in temperatures and an increase in moisture. Today, we've got that high pressure offshore, so we'll see that southeast wind off of the ocean pumping in some moisture to the region. So we're going to be seeing some more clouds across the state today. We could also even see a brief, very brief passing shower, likely along the I-95 corridor. I'm really not expecting a whole lot if it rains. And again, it's the eastern side of the state that's going to have to deal with that. Very short-lived, very isolated in nature, and a mix of clouds and sun today. Not a terrible day for us, in fact. Tomorrow looks nice again. Maybe a few passing clouds. I don't think we're going to see any rain on Saturday, though. But it's going to be humid. You're going to definitely feel the humidity and moisture levels out there. Today, though, low 80s. Clouds and sun passing across the region. Like I mentioned, a scattered shower is possible as well.
All right, Lauren, thanks for that. Well, folks, coming back, Good Day Columbia, we're headed back to Camden, and it's Food Friday. Hey, Tyler.
Oh, whoo, there we go, guys. I tell you what, we are live and local this morning at the old McCaskill Farm. Well, I guess it's a good thing this stopped because you can't stand up on a tractor. The lessons you learn when you're on the farm. Let me tell you what, we're doing Food Friday in a country farm to table way. Do not forget to be back here in 2 minutes. I'm going to hurt myself in this tractor. We all knew that was going to happen. Live and local this morning, of course, in Camden, as we are in your town, but we're at the old McCaskill Farm on this Food Friday, learning how to cook real, honest-to-goodness, from the garden to the plate to my belly food. Miss Ashley Robinson, part of the McCaskill clan, right? You're kind of,
yes.
you got like 100 of y'all running around. Well, there's you, a couple of kids and mom and dad and grandbabies running around. All right. Yep. So what have we done here? We've made throughout the morning a pretty awesome meal. So we've got here the meatloaf you made.
That's a complete farm-to-table meal.
Yeah, and we did this all by scratch today, guys, and it's all, if it's not from Cottle Farms, it's actually from that garden, and the garden's right around here. So we got meatloaf, right?
Yes, meatloaf.
Right.
Garlic mashed potatoes.
Garlic mashed potatoes.
From the potatoes that we can.
Mm-hmm.
Harvard beets that we pulled up.
Harvard beets. Does that mean they're really smart and good at like being a lawyer? Harvard beets.
Maybe, I don't know. They're really sweet. So. sweet and sour.
All right, herd beets. And your biscuit over here?
And yes, the homemade biscuit and then the strawberry.
Oh my gosh, good stuff. So you've been cooking actually here about 3 years. You guys opened this up. It's a bed and breakfast. We're going to take a tour in a few minutes, but a fully working farm. Yes. But it's bed and breakfast. You've got your little restaurant in here. You do catering and you do prepared meals, which I think is awesome.
Prepared meals, yeah. Those
chicken
are,
pot pie, garlic dill feta dip. That's coming home with me, just so you know. Actually, so is this and this pimento cheese.
You will. You'll get
good.
Some. All of that.
You'll get some. Don't worry. You better believe it.
Yeah, I sell all of this in our local Piggly Wiggly and at our city market, Camden City Market downtown, and the chicken pot pies. But I also do a lot of other frozen prepaid meals.
I love farm to table right here, guys. It doesn't get any more real than that garden to that kitchen to this belly. Miss Ashley and her family are hanging. Let me just go ahead and try this. My official Tyler Ryan for just one more time because I can't stay away. Everything, it's just so good. It's so good. I'm not gonna lie. Mackerels are good. No,
every Friday at 12. Just Friday.
What is every Friday at 12?
Lunch.
Lunch every Friday
Just
at 12.
on Friday.
There you go. Here's the other cool thing, guys. Because it's a farm and you got to make sure every ounce and everything goes together for the circle of life. This is our compost from earlier today. It's what we made, and this goes into these guys.
Yes, they love it.
Come on. This is the Misfits, right? The pen of Misfits. You've got yourself, what, a blind goat in there. You've got a deaf pig. You've got chickens and roosters and goats. Look at that. I love it, guys. We're going to continue down here on the farm on this Agriculture Food Friday Farm to Table at Old McCaskill Farm in Camden. Come out, walk the grounds. Just come out and say E-I-E-I-O to Mr. Old McCaskill. Oh, he's watching on TV. He's going to kill me. Stay with us. We're coming back.
You're watching Good Day Columbia. Start your day the local way with Britt Conway, Friendy Clairvaux, Tyler Ryan, and Lauren Oleski's Skywatch forecast.
Have you seen him? A tall, raven-haired lad with sculpted features who came this way? Forgive my manners for not first introducing myself, but I am on a journey searching to unite with my true love. My name is Agnes, and I came to this country from my native home of Glasgow in Scotland, and that was over 235 years ago.
Agnes, or as I should properly introduce you, we're going to welcome Jennifer Lee this morning. Thank you so much for introducing us to Agnes. And now, actually, this morning you have a busy morning ahead, and you're bringing Agnes around to third graders in the community of Camden.
Well, actually, today we're going to be doing all kinds of things at the historic Camden Revolutionary War site, focusing on colonial life. Agnes is one of Camden's most precious legends. There's a mysterious grave in Presbyterian Cemetery. We're really not sure what's going on with that. It says, here lies the body of Agnes of Glasgow, who died this day, February 12th, 1780, aged 20. There are all kinds of legends that she came over trying to search for her love. He was a lieutenant in the British Army, but the British weren't here until July, so we're not really sure what happened.
So obviously a very rich history here in Camden.
Yes.
And how long have you been a part of sharing this history with the community?
Oh, I started in 1991. Actually, I was a member of the York Street Players, which was at the Fine Arts Center, and there was a camporee down at Historic Camden, and they asked for us to volunteer to come in and be different historical characters. And so I researched and wrote my monologue for Agnes of Glasgow.
And you decided she was the one you wanted.
Oh, so romantic. It's just fabulous.
So today we mentioned you're talking with third graders. What's it like to see children that small learn about history, a history that's so important to you, and kind of see their eyes light up when they connect to something like that?
Oh, it's a fabulous thing. Considering the fact that Camden itself has seen so much, and to be in the actual place where so many things took place, you know, up at the battlefield where the Baron de Kalb was mortally wounded, to know that Lord Cornwallis was actually here, that Joseph Kershaw gave his fortune trying to help the Patriots along the way. It's amazing. And to be able to convey that to the kids when they get it, and so many of them are already excited about it, because it's a romantic, wonderful story.
And it's cool to see somebody in complete costume. I mean, it's so out of the ordinary.
It totally is. And everybody, we have 9 stations, and everybody who's there, we're all in 18th century.
Well, we enjoyed having you with us this morning, learning a little bit of the history of Camden. Of course, we are in your town. Right now, we do want to head back to the studio, though. We want to make sure you know what the weather's like today, and heading into the weekend, we're going to check in with meteorologist Lauren Oleski. Lauren, how's our day looking?
Live from the Skywatch Weather Center is Lauren Oleski with your weather forecast.
Thanks, Britt. Good morning, everyone. Low to mid-60s right now. Really looks like we're getting closer to the mid-60s and continuing to warm up. 66 in Columbia right now. Same with Orangeburg. 65 degrees in Lexington. Camden's at 63. So is Manning. 64 degrees right now in Sumter. Here's our setup this weekend. So we are seeing some clouds right now. I think we'll get a few peaks of sunshine a little bit later today. This is our next system. It's going to be very, very slow moving. And all ahead of it, up under that warm front, ahead of that cold front, a big warm up, along with an increase in moisture and humidity. You're going to feel it this weekend. Notice all the scattered shower activity that's expected across the eastern two-thirds of the United States because of what we're going to be dealing with that system. Heat plus moisture equals rain. It's the perfect ingredients for that. So we're going to stay mostly cloudy to start. A few more peaks of sun expected later on. Because we've got those winds coming in off of the ocean, it's going to push some moisture in. So I think we could see a little passing shower along that I-95 corridor today at around 2, 3 o'clock. Nothing very widespread, very short-lived if you see any shower activity today. It'll be pretty isolated. Now tomorrow, I think we're going to see a few more peaks of sunshine than what we're going to be dealing with today. And then once again, with that moisture moving back in, I think Sunday, more clouds return along with another chance for some shower activity all ahead of that front. It doesn't actually get here until Monday and Tuesday. That's when we have those thunderstorm chances before we dry back out by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. We'll peak at 90 by Monday and gradually cool off behind that system. We're going to go send it back out to Camden. Courtney King is there. She's got your morning sports update. How's it going, Courtney?
Thanks so much, Lauren. Well, you're going to want to stay with us. We've got our morning sports update with Courtney King coming up. Courtney, what are we talking about in a little bit?
We're actually going to get a look at Jonathan Shepard's barn. Now, he's the foremost steeple trainer in history. He's won many Eclipse awards, which would be like Emmys.
Oh, okay.
For us.
Okay.
So we'll meet some of his players.
His players. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Stay with us, you guys. Your morning sports update is coming up after the break.
Live from the WACH studio, here is Courtney King with your sports update.
Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. We are live in your town this morning, and this morning we're in Camden. And Courtney King joins me right now for your morning sports update. And what's really impressive about Camden is the rich history, and the fact that this is so equine-centric around here. Something you might not know when you're driving down, you know, the cute little downtown area, but it really is.
Right, you have the Carolina Cup, then you also have the polo history, which we talked about the last couple hours. And steeplechase racing is huge. So it's Jonathan Shepard, the foremost steeplechase trainer in the world. His barn is right here in Camden, so we took a look at it and met some of the players who have pretty impressive resumes.
I would imagine.
This is this little girl right here. Her name is Moi, and she's a 3-year-old, and she is the cutest, sweetest, fastest little girl in the world. And she's run twice. She won her first time out. And she ran she ran again in at Churchill Downs. This little horse right here has won 3 straight races. This is King's Giant, and he's won 2 races over fences, and he won a flat race at Iroquois. He's tiny too, but he loves to jump, and he's a very good jumper. And this horse is Runkle. Runkle's starting for the first time over fences in Kentucky this weekend. Wow. Aren't you? You're going to win. Hey, look at that. And his name is El Season, and he just ran a couple of weeks ago in Tryon. He won a couple of races last year. But the nice thing is about this facility is that they can go a different place every day and train. So they don't it's not like at the racetrack where you walk out of your stall and you go to the oval and then you walk back to your stall. You're basically out of your stall for 30 minutes. These horses can be out of their stall as long as 45 minutes to an hour every day and go someplace different. So they don't get sour. They don't get, they get to the point they really like to train.
So as we've seen, Camden known for polo and steeplechase racing, but the town also has a pretty interesting baseball history. Last hour we talked about Larry Doby being the first African-American in the American League. Now they have a current Major League Baseball pitcher, Michael Cohn of the Atlanta Braves. He was actually drafted by the Los Angeles Angels back in 2008. He actually played at College of Charleston as well. He made his MLB debut with the Angels back in 2010. We're going to stick with baseball. The Gamecocks tournament. They beat #1 LSU 10-7. Carolina improves to 32 and 22 overall and 13 and 15 in conference. Now, Max Schrock started it out early for the Gamecocks with a solo homer in the first. Carolina did trail 6-2, but a 4-run sixth inning tied it all up. USC then took the lead 10-4 in the bottom of the seventh and went on to win it. Britt, like I told you, that
I was a doubter, I have to say, because LSU is consistently strong.
Right. Well, they're number one. 58 runs in 5 games.
What is this, football?
Yeah, exactly. Throwing touchdowns.
Very impressive the way that they've been able to turn this around. I enjoy baseball, so I'm excited to see what they're able to do with this season.
Let's hope they get one more win and take 2 out of 3, because then the NCAA tournament could look a little better for them.
Yeah, got a big thing on the line there now. Thanks so much, Courtney. Well, stay with us. We will be back in just a minute. Good Day Columbia is live in your town, in downtown Camden.
Live from the WACH Fox Studios, this is Good Day Columbia, starting your day the local way, right now.
Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. We're live in your town, and this morning we're in Camden. We've had a great morning here, and today is actually National Pizza Party Day.
Yeah, National Pizza Party Day. So we thought we'd have a pizza party thanks to Camden House of Pizza. We've got, we've got some pizza here, we've got some pizza there, we've got some pizza everywhere. It's also National Chocolate Chip Day. It's Bike to Work Day. It's Nylon Stocking Day.
You got those covered, right?
And didn't your guest just have a straw hat?
Yeah.
It's National Straw Hat Day.
There's a National Straw Hat Day.
There's a National Everything Day.
Yeah, so.
Well, we're going to toss it to the studio now. You guys have pizza too, right? And you guys are going to do headlines and weather because we're going to eat.
Yeah. I already had a slice.
Hey. Yeah, we've been eating already.
Exactly.
We've got CC's Pizza here. We've got Mitch from CC's Pizza right here in Columbia. We've got 3 locations. Where are you guys all located?
We're located at Garners Ferry Road. We're located at St. Andrews and the Village at Sand Hills.
Okay, so we've got 3 locations to choose from. Friendy has been going at it with this cheesy bread.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is the new bacon chicken ranch.
Yep.
And I had a piece the second it was put down, and I will tell you,
good stuff.
this is delicious. So if anyone has, any events, parties you want to throw, end of the school year parties, I mean, you can't go wrong with eating pizza, right?
You all are a staple here in the Midlands. What separates you all from everybody else?
I think we offer freshly made pizzas every day, made from scratch, and then just we're able to deliver pizzas on large groups or orders. We're very family friendly, and kids love to come in and have some pizza off the buffet and pick their favorite.
I also, not a child anymore, like to, and it's fairly inexpensive, and I mean, just you can sit there and just eat pizza as much as you want. You've also got cheesy bread, you've got cinnamon rolls. I mean,
we have the whole 9.
National Pizza Party Day. This is an excuse to have a pizza party at your office this morning. Tell your boss, let him know we said it was okay.
So bosses, if you're watching, as a matter of fact, just go ahead and surprise.
Good morning, Allison.
Yeah, hi, Allison.
Have pizza for everyone. And again, like Mitch said, if you have end of the school year parties, and if you have a large order, they will deliver to some of those catering. For catering purposes and stuff, which is great. So I want to give you guys a little quick look at your weather really fast as you step out the door this morning. Just going to kind of show you what your temperatures are right now. It's 64 degrees in Sumter. Orangeburg is at 66. So is Columbia. Lexington is at 65. Same with Saluda. 63 in Manning, Camden, and in Winsboro, and Newberry and Aiken right now at 64 degrees. So another mild, muggy start for us. Mostly cloudy skies right now, but we'll see some more sunshine a little bit later on today. I've got another weather update coming up for you in a little bit, but right now we're going to go send it back out to Tyler. He's learning more about From Farm to Table. He's out in Camden. Tyler, how's it going?
All right, guys, well, you know what? All you Yankees, you know what this is, right? It's a root cellar. Well, root cellar, I suppose. In this case here at the old McCaskill Farm, it's where they keep all their canned goods and awesomeness right down to the ground, keeps it kind of cold and cool. Don't worry about the South Carolina heat. So this is a full working farm, guys. We've been cooking farm to table all morning long, but, we're talking farm to table where you grow the vegetables and, of course, the livestock that eventually ends up in our bellies. It starts out little itty bitty. We're going to show you the circle of life in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
You're watching Good Day Columbia. Start your day the local way with Britt Conway, Friendy Clairvaux, Tyler Ryan, and Lauren Oleski's Skywatch forecast.
Well, good morning. Happy to have you with us. We've been live from Camden all morning long. I'm Britt Conway.
Hi, and I'm Destiny Chance. Earlier we talked about how Camden was chosen to be the 9th cheapest road trip destination in the nation, and now we're going to move on into one of the nice architects.
One of the places you want to
Yeah.
check out when you take this road trip, and as folks in Camden here say, no, it's not the cheapest. It's where you get the most bang for your buck.
Yes.
And that was actually by Coupons Daily that did that. So that's the most bang for your buck in the state, 9th in the country.
Yes.
And one of the places to check out is the Fine Arts Center.
Yes, the Fine Arts Center. So, deep-rooted in history, beautiful greenery, and culturally diverse, Camden is home to about 6,900 people. Now, with a small population, you'd be really surprised at what some people say the place is where it ties them all together.
It's a place where senior citizens gather to knit. And elementary school kids learn to appreciate art. This is Camden's Fine Arts Center, the heartbeat of Camden.
It was started 40 years ago, and it was some very visionary leaders that recognized the importance of the arts, the importance of having a cultural hub in the community, the importance of bringing people together, because that's what the arts really do.
Kristen Cobb is the executive director here, a place where you'll find everything from dance to sculpting, painting, knitting, and music. The list goes on.
I think the arts allow children to express themselves in a different way.
And it's what happens in the theater that attracts Camden's youngest generation.
Doing a theater production is kind of like a sports activity in the sense that you have to be focused, you have to work hard, and you meet new people and you connect with new people. And I think that's the greater good, where we can see that these folks know how to work together.
9-year-old Caroline Cassidy is one of them. She's been a part of the dance program for the past few years.
My favorite part was going on stage and dancing, because a lot of my friends were there watching. It made me feel really happy that I was getting on stage and doing stuff.
Well, the Fine Arts Center of Kershaw County is a real gem for this entire area.
From old to young, from knitters to artists, these rooms, these buildings, this center will continue to bring this community together for generations to come.
Such a great history of that community center, and it really, sorry, not community center, Fine Arts Center, and it brings together such a wide range of ages. I love it.
Yes, and speaking of ages, Kristen Cobb, who's the director of the Fine Arts Center, she said that one thing that made her truly warm her heart is a story that she remembers for years to come, is that a little girl, she was very much of an introvert, and she was bullied by a lot of people in school, so she joined the Fine Arts Center and the dance club, and her mother pays homage, in a sense, to the Fine Arts Center because it allowed her daughter to kind of break out of her shell and truly find herself and really, you know.
That's what, I mean, I get that. That's what theater did for me. I was kind of shy and quiet in school. I was bullied, and then I started getting really involved in theater, and it just helps you blossom. So what a great program.
Yeah.
They do stuff with the school system too, don't they?
Yes, they do. Actually, if you looked in the story that just aired, the students were actually walking from their elementary school into the Fine Arts Center because they were looking at an exhibit there. So they do that quite frequently. The schools are all near each other, as you can imagine, with a small town, but they're really knit tightly here in the community of Camden. We saw that this morning.
Yeah, we did. We've actually been having a great time here in Camden. We do want to make sure that you know what your weather's looking like today and this weekend before we head out. But we're actually going to check in one more time with Tyler this morning. He's out cooking up some delicious food. I'm a little jealous. He's always eating.
For your destiny, 2 words: stinking cute. Look down here. Good gracious. We're at the old McCaskill Farm all morning long on this Food Friday, really celebrating the whole farm-to-table aspect and way of life, from the garden out here with Miss Ashley Robinson all the way to my big fat belly, Miss Kathy McCaskill, and of course Miss Hannah Robinson. Is that right?
Baker.
Hannah Baker. Gotcha. Well, this is what's cool, guys. This is the matriarch of the McCaskill Farm. This is like 3 generations of McCaskills right here. That's what's awesome about the farm. Growing up reminds me of being home, where you have generations of the family all here. Miss Kathy, who in the world are these guys? Because I love them.
These are some bottle baby lambs that were orphaned by their mothers. And
all right.
They're all 3 ram lambs, and they're a week old. They're just a week old, and we feed them about 4 times a day right now. Yep, they're just a week old.
I love these guys. This one's a little hungry one, right?
That's the biggest one.
Good gracious. So how long is the old McCaskill Farm, how long have you guys been here? You got the restaurant, the gift shop. Folks can come in, you got a bed and breakfast right behind us, and you've got 3 little baby lambs.
We've been here since 1989. We built the first house then. Should I say anything about the fire?
I would say it.
We built the first house in 1989 and lost it to fire in 2007, and then we rebuilt this one. And the bed and breakfast idea evolved even after that.
Right. So folks can come out here and stay. You can stay in the bed and breakfast, grab some chow, and of course hang out. And it's a working farm that you guys use this for your livelihood. It's how you pay the bills and keep the lights on.
It is totally self-sustained.
But folks can come in and get up close and personal. You've got the misfits over there. You've got the deaf pig, the blind goat, and a mess of chickens and other awesome little animals. And
everything we raise here.
Oh gosh, they're cute.
And it's medication and growth hormone free.
And that's the important thing too, because a lot of people talk about that whole thing with I guess the farm to table movement is it's all natural, so they maybe aren't as big because you're not going to stick them full of drugs to make them all fattened up, right?
Well, somebody asked why is organic more expensive, and the reason is you feed them the normal way and it takes twice the amount of time, expense, feed, and effort.
Sure.
So that's why it costs more.
What is the coolest thing, your favorite part, since you've been here, a farmer out here and running the farm for all these years, and you've got your grandbabies and your youngins out here, what is your favorite part every single day of waking up every day out here in Camden?
Just to go out and see the animals, and work in the garden, and just watch the cycle of life.
That is awesome. That really is. Miss Hannah, Miss Ashley, thank you so much for having us in and cooking. Let me tell you something. That meatloaf, guys, super delicious. I'm not going to lie. It's good stuff. We're going to put some recipes for you at watch.com/foodfriday. What's going on? They're getting full. Really, it's my turn? Now, what is this milk, by the way?
It's a powdered milk. It's
milk.
Lamb formulated powder.
Is it something I could drink?
No. You don't want to drink it.
No, does it taste bad? Because y'all know I'd do it. I really would. Well, listen, we really appreciate Food Friday. Powdered lamb milk Food Friday, brought to you by U.S. Foods. Just kidding, guys. But the segment is U.S. Foods Chef Store up on St. Andrews Road. I'm all hopped up on the strawberry pie that Ashley made a few minutes ago. Okay. They do the canning thing too, which is really neat if you're interested in canning, fresh vegetables and things like that. You guys do it Wednesdays? You guys do the canning?
Thursdays. We usually try to can on Thursdays, yes.
Your website, oldmccaskillsfarm.com?
At gmail.com.
There you go. Put links for you at watch.com as well, guys. It's been a fun morning. Thank you, Miss Ashley. Miss Hannah, you got to get to school, don't you? Yeah. This is her note, by the way. She's busy right now on TV. Miss Kathy, of course. Thank you guys for having us out. This has been such a neat morning. Farm to table, good food, and just so darn. Hi, buddy. So darn cute. Stay with us. We're coming back. We're in your town in Camden today on Good Day Columbia. Hey.
Live from the Skywatch Weather Center is Lauren Oleski with your weather forecast.
Good Friday morning, everyone. We are still continuing to see some clouds across the state for us this morning. Need something to do this weekend? Lynchburg, South Carolina. Head out to Woods Bay State Park, maybe. A mix of clouds and sun today. Some more clouds again maybe on Sunday, but not a bad-looking weekend overall. We do have moisture moving back into the region, so we could see a little passing shower today. We've got a front on the way. That's why we're going to be seeing that temperature and moisture increase. We're going to go to about 87 degrees by Sunday, and I kind of just want to explain this to you. There's that system, very slow moving to the east, all up under it. A lot of heat, a lot of moisture moving in. Heat plus moisture equals rain. Look at the eastern two-thirds of the United States. Scattered shower and thunderstorm activity all weekend long. Here in the Midlands, we do have a chance to see a little passing shower today. I think tomorrow we're going to be staying clear, but as that system gets a little bit closer by Sunday, we're going to put rain chances back into the forecast, and by Tuesday and Monday and Tuesday, that's when the system gets here. We actually have the chance for some thunderstorms then. We'll warm to about 90 by Monday, and then we'll cool off behind it, back down to about 85 by Thursday of next week. Stay with us. We're going to wrap things up on Good Day Columbia after the break.
Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. We've had a great morning out here live in your town the entire morning. We've been in Camden. We've really had a great visit out here, you guys. You guys actually both got to check this out before we even got out here.
Yeah, we had a nice little sneak peek Tuesday.
We both came here on Tuesday. You know, I went to the Fine Arts Center. They say this is the heartbeat of actually of Camden. And they say that I guess the younger people and the older people, we had knitters that came, and we had students that walked from their school to the Fine Arts Center to view new exhibits. Like, they think it's so lively, and it was lively when I visited. And then also, Camden, cheapest road trip destination, 9th in the nation, #1 in South Carolina.
Best bang for your buck.
Best bang for your buck, exactly.
Inexpensive.
Inexpensive.
Trip for you. Speaking of inexpensive, though, Camden is the home of the only steeplechase, or only museum dedicated to steeplechase racing. It's actually free admission to get in.
Very cool. I mean, a rich history here as far as the equine field. It's not something you would necessarily expect unless you know, of course, Carolina Cup and Colonial Cup, but you got to experience a lot with that.
You sound so proper when you say equine.
Equine.
So equine. But yes, I mean, they have a rich polo history here, also a rich steeplechasing history. It was some pretty cool stuff. If you missed it, it'll all be on watchfox.com.
And a big thanks. We do want to thank a few people. Mulberry Market Bake Shop. We want to thank Books on Broad, and then Georgia and the great folks at Camden House of Pizza for all the yummy things that we were able to enjoy this morning.
We had a lot of fun. We hung out with horses. Thanks to Jessie for bringing her stuff out. And we look forward to doing live in your town once again.
And a big thanks to Susie.
Thank you, Susie.
Yes.
Thanks, Camden. Have
Thank
a great
you
day,
all.
guys.